Welcome to Rainforest Flora, everyone. We have a special topic today, Tillandsia bulbosa. One of the nicest, most attractive Tillandsias. Everybody loves it. And we've created a number of hybrids over the years. So what I'd like to do is start by giving you a little background information on bulbosa, and then we'll get into the different hybrids. So if you're ready, I guess I'm ready, and here we go. Bulbosa is native to Latin America and South America, and it is a greener species, and it has beautiful color to it. The leaf sheaths, the base of the leaves, turn a beautiful silver color, and the edges are basically purple, a maroon color, and then the leaf blades are bright green. When bulbosa blooms, it turns a bright red in the upper leaves and the inflorescence in order to attract hummingbirds to pollinate it. When it's in the jungles, along the riverbanks, and different places, it's hard to see them, but when they bloom, you can see them from a mile away, almost literally. And they get beautiful purple flowers, as you can see on this clump here. This is typical for subgenus Tillandsia. And you can see the stigma is the female part of the flower. It comes out. The anthers have the yellow pollen grains on them. There isn't a lot of pollen left on these anthers here. They're more black. That's what's left after you take the pollen off. And then the yellow on the tips of the stigmas is the pollen that was that the hummingbirds put on there, or that we put on there. And then eventually you get seed pods. And this one has a seed pod here and one here. So after they're pollinated, the seeds develop, the seed pods hold the seeds, and it takes a few months, even a year or two in some of the others, before the seeds ripen and the seed pods are hit. Oh, Paws just got taken out. Paws is
Sorry, Paws.
No, Paws is great. Paws is our mascot here, and if she comes by again, I'll talk about her.
Sorry.
Anyway, and this is interesting also. These are two bulbosas. We call them gigante because they have the capacity to get very large. But when you grow the plants from seeds like this, you'll get to a certain point and some of them will bloom. And then if they don't, the ones that don't bloom, they go a whole nother year, and then some of those will bloom, and then they grow for a whole nother year, and some of those will bloom. These are probably from different years, but you can see this one is quite large, which is why it's called gigante. And this is also a gigante, but it bloomed earlier on. It's a beautiful plant. It's about 1 foot wide, but it's not as big as this one. And then this that I showed you before is a clump. So you start with one plant. This is a regular bulbosa. These are full size, and over the years it'll turn into a nice clump like this. So it's Tillandsia bulbosa. And now I'll show you some hybrids and cultivars. A cultivar is a form of the species that's different and consistently different. It's not two different species crossed, that's the hybrid. But the cultivar is a different form of the plant that looks consistently different, many plants. As of, for instance, this is Tillandsia bulbosa, and we named this one Bulbous Baby. And you can see that it has a different color on the leaf sheaths, and the shape of the plant is also different. It's very triangular, very symmetrical. So that's a difference with this one, so that's why it's called Bulbosa Bulbous Baby. Now for some hybrids that we've created over the years. This one is called Joel, and this one is Bulbosa by Ionantha. The Ionantha creates more straight leaves, And this is a particularly large one. It's actually really nice. This one is called the Perfect Blend. And the Perfect Blend is a hybrid Lucille back-crossed to Bulbosa. And Lucille itself is a hybrid of Ailersiana and Streptophila. So we grew that one up, and then we crossed it with Bulbosa, and we get a really beautiful plant called the Perfect Blend. This one is called Tillandsia casey. Tillandsia casey is a hybrid of Tillandsia bulbosa and Tillandsia bootsii, two rather common species. And it makes a beautiful, beautiful hybrid. Casey is our youngest daughter, and this was named for her. And this little guy here is Tillandsia Leo J. Leo J is the opposite cross of Joel. It happens that this one's littler than this one, but normally they can grow to be the same size. This one can get larger, this one can be smaller when they bloom. But Leo J is Ionantha by Bulbosa, and Joel is Bulbosa by Ionantha. This one is Tillandsia Kendra, and Kendra is Bulbosa by Bailey. This was named for Jerry, my partner's oldest daughter, Kendra. Another very nice plant, Bulbosa and Bailey, and here we have Bulbosa and bootsii. This one is Tillandsia Thai, which is Ailersiana by Bulbosa. Ailersiana is another beautiful pseudobulbous species, but it has very gray, fuzzy leaves, silver fuzzy leaves, whereas Bulbosa is more green, right? It's more glabrous. It doesn't have the pronounced trichomes on the leaf blades. So you cross those two and you get Tillandsia Thai. And this, okay, we have two of these up here. Here's another Tillandsia Thai. Thai is my nickname, so this is one I named for myself. Probably the only time I did that. But it's a lot in demand, really nice plant. And this one is Tillandsia Come To Me. This one is Bulbosa by Juncia. This is a Juncia here. We're going to talk about that in a separate segment on Ask Mr. Tillandsia. But Juncia crossed with the Bulbosa gives you this one, which we named Come To Me. This one is another perfect blend, so that's two of those. This one's coming into bloom. We set this up and we have two duplications here. What can I say? Well, we have three duplications. Here's another perfect blend. Maybe another one here, let's see. Yes, so we have four perfect blends, different sizes, different shapes a little bit, but basically all the same plant. And this one is called Double Delight, and this one is Bulbosa by Caput Medusa. There's a lot of demand for this and we have almost none of them, but it's again a very, very nice contrast between Bulbosa and Caput Medusa. Okay, now we're ready for two spectacular Bulbosa hybrids. This one is a monster.
Wow.
And this one is called Tillandsia Albert the Great. Albert the Great is a hybrid of Flagellata and Bulbosa. And we have these, they're nowhere near this big. We only have one plant that's this big, and that's this guy. So, truly one of the most spectacular Tillandsias available today. Here is Tillandsia flagellata. And this one's a little bit on the past bloom side. The color is starting to fade in the inflorescence. It's right in the middle of flowering. But this one, crossed with this one, there we go. These two crossed give you Albert the Great. There we go. Okay? Then, the last one, some people say coup de grace, we say cup de grace. is this one here. And I'm going to climb up here. Okay. So this is Tillandsia bulbosa and Tillandsia ferreri, which is a large green leaf species from Peru. And this one is, well, it speaks for itself. It's rare, it's expensive, and it's utterly gorgeous when it blooms. It does get good color in non-tropical areas, but when it blooms, it just gets fluorescent. So there's this one, and then I'm going to show you what happens to this one another year down the line. That is
Wow!
this guy. You can see here is the mother plant from last year. It's gradually fading away. I did not trim off any of the dead leaves on this one. And it has had 3 offsets that are now all coming into bloom. I'm sure none of you would, I say this again. I'm sure none of you would like to have this hanging in your patio, right? But I would. It's really, really nice. So anyway, that's it for Bulbosa for today. Thank you for watching, and we'll be coming out with more. You can visit our website at rainforestflora.com. We're on Instagram, Facebook, and what's the other one? Twitter. So if you want to follow us there too. All right, everybody. Goodbye.
Rainforest Flora Incorporated.